Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. We already got it lined up. So, I'm sick, if you couldn't tell. Um, I'm also very cold, and I have to film from my fucking jet engine AC room. Anyways, let's talk about Baby Boy.
Columbia Pictures presents one man's fight to change the game. A film by John Singleton, Baby Boy.
Stay up, baby boy.
I got you.
That review that I've been meaning to do for like 2 weeks. This episode is late as fuck. Anyways, Baby Boy is an urban coming-of-age film written, produced, and directed by John Singleton. It focuses on Jody Summers as he lives his everyday life as a young man in one of the hoods of LA. The reality of being a man with 2 baby mamas, the fears of death and not being shit always looming, and him trying to learn what it means to grow up and be a man despite not having a real father figure in his life. Film stars Tyrese Gibson as Jody Summers, our protagonist. Omar Gooding, Cuba Gooding Jr.'s brother that no one remembers. Sweet Pea, Jody's best friend, who's also trying to get his life together. Taraji P. Henson, in her first major role as Yvette, one of Jody's baby mamas and his current girlfriend. Adrienne Joy Johnson as Renita, who is Jody's mom. Ving Rhames, the big beefy motherfucker from Pulp Fiction, as Melvin, when he was boyfriend. And Snoop Dogg as Rodney, Yvette's ex, who was recently released from prison and tried to crash at Yvette's place. Still bitter over Jody's presence of her BF. Boy. Yeah, Baby Boy is right. This film was a lot. Firstly, it has a lot of John Singleton isms in it. The way it's shot, the way it's edited, subject matter being primarily focused on, black people growing up in South Central LA. All of it is his, and it works for me. The cast works, 90% of the time. The acting is, pretty solid most of the time. There are a couple lines when Taraji may have had a read that seemed a little bit off, but, cutting her a break, it's her first major film role, if I remember right. And related to that, there are a couple moments that were not taken as serious as I think they should have been. So, spoilers to what's coming. There's a... I'm trying to figure out how to handle this. There's a scene where Yvette is almost raped by Rodney, played by Snoop Dogg. And the whole scene does get the level of, discomfort right for an attempted rape. Because, something horrible is happening. But, calm as can be, she's like, so that's it, Rodney. You're just gonna rape me in front of my son? And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know if it was the way it was acted or written, but something about that tone and that read just did not fit. Cause, I can't imagine anyone being calm if their ex-boyfriend basically breaks into their house and assaults them on their bed in front of their child. So, other than those, if I can bring myself to really my only other real issue with the film is fucking Jody, the main character. I really wanted to root for Jody. I did. He's the protagonist. He's the young guy we should root for to grow up and be responsible. But he feels so fucking irredeemable right up till near the end. He's actively cheating on his girlfriend. He's, sexually stupid half the time and rarely uses condom, which is how you end up in a position where you have 2 baby mamas in the first place. He steals clothes from the dry cleaners and flips them on the streets. And overall, he just doesn't seem like he wants to change. He doesn't want to grow up and kind of be his own man. He, fixes bikes for a living. And he's in his early 20s. I took, 22, 23 at the latest. But, honestly, aside from Melvin, most of the dudes in this film ain't shit in the first place. Rodney is the most nigga-the ex-con ever. Fuck you, Yvette. Fuck you, Jody. Snoop Dogg does a good job, but he's just the most stereotypical ex-con ever. always like smoking up, posted up with his boys. He's like, yeah, I ain't afraid to go back to jail and shit like that. I mean, you know, he's basically playing every dude that was just ever on a Dre track. Sweet Pea, it's kind of crazy, but he's okay. He's like a little out there, but he sticks up for Jody. I gotta give him credit. Jody's ain't shit ass, and he kind of wants to be some. I think by the end he gets baptized. Melvin out here trying to educate Jody on what it means to be a man. One of the only positive male role models in this film, because he's been in Jody's position before. And Jody's hard-headed ass don't want to listen in the first place. He's more concerned with this, that this big colossal titan built motherfucker is dating his mom. So other than that, the lead women are great. You know, Juanita, she's a good mom, cares about her son, but at the same time she's trying to push him and trying and letting her go and let her live her life and date Melvin and like not be the mom that's always up under him all the time. He's a grown man now. She's trying to live her life, do what she want to do, have her garden, date Melvin. Like, she looks mad young. When she first showed up, I'm like, he has a third baby mama? No, that was his mama. I'm like, damn. Black women really don't age. But Yvette, she's trying her best. She's working. She's supporting herself. She got her own car. She got her own crib. She wants a future with Jody. Honestly, she's probably the best character in the film. And you don't want her to have to put up with all of this bullshit from Jody or from Rodney either. You're just like, you know what? You're here with your kid and you're grinding and trying to do shit right. But just keep dragging you back into their shit. It's not even her fault. But off the top, I can't think about anything crazy memorable about the music. I mean, the music's fine. I dig it. You know, if you like early 2000s, late 90s kind of West Coast hip hop, that's most music, and G-Funk era music and funk music in general. Because, you know, they got all the classics, they got rap track and shit like that. There's this one old song, I can never remember the name of it, but it always sounds like a PlayStation warming up, like,
Forgive us for being lost.
John Singleton, creator of the breakthrough film Boys in the Hood, brings you a new look at life in the hood.
I can't hit that note. But the movie does give insight into how wrong life can go if you don't have the right people around you. Jody had a kind of rough childhood growing up in LA without a dad, and as a result, he's still kind of childish in his adult years. I just wish he had more likable qualities about him. But anyways, other than all of that shit, I still enjoyed it for the most part. And I got respect for what Singleton was trying to say with this movie. It wasn't the best way, and Jody as a character wasn't the best, but I think it's still admirable, and I still can kind of see why people have respect for it as a classic film. So, you know, give it a chance. Maybe you'll like it more than I did. But next time, we go to the streets, because we got training day. Oh, shit.
I see you drop her off and pick her up every day.
That's our thing. That's just what we do. I don't want to talk about Vet.
Well, we don't need to talk. I just want some dick.